You know, there's a quiet moment that hits her harder than any argument ever could. It's not when you block her, not when you walk away, and not even when you ignore her message. It's that still silence. The kind that doesn't scream pain, it radiates peace. It's when she looks at your absence and realizes you didn't leave to make her chase. You left because you finally understood something she never did. That peace is more powerful than attention. And for the first time, she's not confused by your silence. She's haunted by it, because silence has a strange way of echoing what words never could. It doesn't beg, it doesn't explain, it just exists. And in that existence, it tells her everything she refused to hear when you were still. Point 1. The shift. She never saw coming. At first, she thought she broke you, that your quiet meant you were hurt, defeated, maybe even lost without her. But the truth? You weren't broken, you were rebuilding. You were rewiring your mind to stop needing the noise that came with her name, because you finally realized peace isn't found in her apology, it's found in your acceptance. And that shift, she didn't see it coming. She was used to your softness, your check-ins, your just wanted to see if you're okay texts. But this time, there's no message, no follow-up, no chase, only calm. And calm terrifies the ones who live on chaos, because she can't control what she can't provoke. And a man at peace is the one thing she can't manipulate. 2. The energy withdrawal. You didn't just stop texting her, you stopped feeding her world with your attention. And attention is the currency of the modern ego. She didn't crave you, she craved how you made her feel important. Your energy used to orbit around her mood. If she pulled away, you followed. If she came close, you softened. But not anymore. Now your energy isn't reactive, it's selective. And that scares her, because she can't buy back what she spent carelessly. When you remove your energy, you remove her reflection. She no longer feels seen, admired, or powerful. You've unplugged her from the emotional power source she didn't know she depended on. And in that silence, she finally feels what you once did. Emptiness dressed as pride. 3. The illusion of control breaks. In the beginning, she tells herself she's fine. She'll say she needed space, that things were too heavy. But what she doesn't understand is that space without connection isn't freedom, it's loneliness in disguise. Days turn into weeks and still, no message from you. And suddenly, her illusion of control begins to crack, because control only works when someone plays the other side. You stopped playing, you stopped trying to fix what she kept breaking. And now she's standing alone in the ruins of a game she built, realizing there's no winner, only loss. The loss of your presence, the loss of your patience, the loss of your steady love. And that's when she starts to wonder if silence hurts more than rejection. 4. The mirror effect. Your silence didn't punish her, it exposed her. It held up a mirror to everything she didn't want to see, her impatience, her pride, her ego, because a man's silence is more honest than his anger. Anger argues, silence reveals. When you stopped reacting, she had no enemy left to fight but herself. Every time she picks up her phone to text, she remembers how many times you did the same, and she left you unseen. Now the roles have reversed. Her unread messages are the ones that echo, and it's not because she misses you, it's because she misses who she was when you cared. You see, silence doesn't just end conversations, it rewrites them. It forces people to finally hear what your words never could. 5. The emotional echo. There's a moment when she scrolls through old photos or messages, not to reminisce, but to feel something. Because now everything around her feels shallow. The laughs are louder, but emptier. The faces are new, but they don't see her the way you did. You didn't just give her attention, you gave her presence. And presence has a gravity. It can't be replaced by noise, or likes, or validation. That's what hits her hardest. The realization that peace feels different when it's gone. She used to think your calm was boring, your silence cold. Now she sees it for what it was, stability. And in a world full of uncertainty, stability becomes the rarest addiction. 6. The reversal. Here's the twist. Your silence begins to talk louder than her words ever could. She starts to notice your absence in strange ways, in songs, in small details, in the way other men fail to hold her attention. Because your stillness made her restless. You stopped proving your worth, and that made you priceless. You stopped reacting, and that made you powerful. Now, She's the one refreshing messages, wondering if maybe this time you'll say something, but you won't. Not because you're bitter, but because peace doesn't chase closure. It is closure, and your silence, that quiet discipline, has become her teacher. 7. The silent evolution. What she doesn't know is that while she's stuck replaying memories, you've evolved. You've used that silence to build something she never understood. Self-mastery. You've learned to be alone without being lonely. You've learned that peace isn't something you find in someone else. It's something you protect within yourself. That's the evolution she can't comprehend, because she's still trying to fill voids with attention while you filled yours with purpose. That's what true detachment looks like. Not running away from emotion, but rising above it. You've outgrown her chaos. You've become a man who doesn't react to noise. He listens to silence. 8. The legacy of your silence. Eventually, she'll reach out, not always with words, sometimes with silence of her own. A reaction, a story view, a subtle reminder that she's still there. But you'll feel nothing, because when you find peace, their validation loses its flavor. She'll sense it, the difference between pretending to be over someone and truly being free. And that's what your silence has become, freedom, not from her, but from the version of you that needed her. Your silence became your statement, your calm became your armor, and your restraint became your revenge. So when she finally realizes you've outgrown her chaos, she won't cry because you're gone. She'll cry because she can't reach the man she once took for granted. Not because you hate her, but because you no longer need her. And there's no greater closure than peace that doesn't demand to be understood. Because silence isn't empty, it's full of truth. And the man who learns to master silence masters himself. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You found it. You became the calm she'll never forget. You became the storm she can't control. And in a world addicted to noise, you became silence." Lastly, I am not gone. I've just ascended. My silence is my strength, and my peace is my proof.